Welcome, everybody, back to Late Night Snacks. We are here this evening to discuss with you American Horror Story Season 1, Episode 6, titled Pharaoh. And I am one of your hosts, Irish Smelly, along with, my finger, the beautiful DeWanda, and the amazing that guy.
Dog shit.
That is his new call sign, obviously.
When we watched that video and I said that in that video, I was like, how random is that? How stupid was that? So I'm making it a thing. It'll catch on. Trust me.
All right. So we need to start off. First off, we're going to start off with what snacks does everyone have this evening?
Who has brought a snack to
mine's
the late night gathering?
Julie needs to bring me ice cream in a little while.
Damn
so
it, Gary!
I'll have
Stop
ice cream.
talking in the chat. You're making my phone ding. B,
Yeah.
get in here now.
B, get your butt in there. But get your butt in here, B. Let's go.
Yeah, every time you ding, big, our lines
Debbie's
go off.
in the house.
Debbie's in the house. All right. So let's do roll call and see who's here. So
I'm here.
Roll call.
Yeah, we
I'm
know
here.
you're here.
Present.
Yes, we know.
Present.
All
Oh, she
right,
hasn't
so-
watched yet.
Debbie is present. Ooh. Okay.
All right, Deb, go ahead.
She said, wait,
Welcome.
she wants to know if that's the same guy from episode 2, the contractor.
No,
I paid
It's
attention
not.
to episode 2.
no, but it's not. Okay.
Oh.
So obviously the beautiful Debbie is in the house.
Beautiful
Debbie, banana, fana, for Febby, me, mamo, maybe.
All right.
Debbie.
Debbie.
S Marks is in the house.
Okay, welcome.
That's Mark.
Welcome to Late Night Crazy.
Yeah, that's what we are. Raven
And
is in
then-
the house.
Raven.
Hey, Raven.
And of course, the other part of our team, BRT, is in the house.
Our
What
fifth
up,
and
babe?
major wheel
Yep.
in a
Nuke
good
is here.
way.
Nuke is here,
Yes,
Nuke is there.
Nuke is here,
He's
yeah.
sleeping.
as always.
And of course,
He hasn't been
Frankie's-
awake in a long time.
Hi.
Frankie.
Frankie's in the house. Oh,
And Sour
What
Patch
up?
Purple
Kids.
Snacks and Sour Patch Kids. Nice.
Who's got a sour crotch?
Sour Patch Kids.
Oh,
Wow.
that's what she said, not me. Don't yell at me.
Is
Ooh,
anybody-
maybe that's what he said, not
Right.
me.
Blaze is here.
What's up, Blaze?
Blaze.
What up?
Welcome back.
And of course, Afro is in the house.
What up,
Welcome
OG?
back. Alfie's in the house.
He's in the
here.
house. Woohoo!
Alfie.
Alfie. Okay. All right. So, and now we're going to do snacks for the evening.
What
Who
do you
wants to
have?
start?
I'm
Well-
rocking the full fin tonight, y'all,
Yeah, I noticed that. Looks very good.
with a
You
new
look-
color.
You look very nice. You look
It's
a new
lighter.
color.
It's
Yes.
lighter.
Yes.
Teal, not blue.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I like it.
It's like
I
a
like
frosted
it.
color.
It was like the color I had in my mermaid hair.
Yeah, see,
Yep.
I'm like a fish
You're
tonight.
looking good.
Like
You
a
do look
fish.
like a
So, I'm rocking the granola bars tonight because all of my junk is already gone. So I had to go down the healthy route
Oh,
because it's all I have left.
I got Rocky Road ice cream for later.
Ooh, nice.
Ow.
Wait.
All right, Melly Mel, what you got?
Pizza.
Woo!
Staple and a classic.
Wait a minute, is that from Little Caesars? Oh, yes.
Actually, Julian turned me on to Little Caesars again.
Little Caesars is the
Little
bomb.
Caesars.
They're
Oh,
actually,
I used to hate it for a long time.
upping their game because they started delivery again.
Yeah,
Even
It's totally different than I remembered it. Totally
Yeah,
different.
Little Caesars is the bomb.
Do you remember when Little Caesars had those big old ass square pizzas in the paper container or
Mhm.
whatever? That's what I remembered.
the pan.
Yes,
Pan,
that's
yeah.
what I remembered.
You could get the baby pan, the little ones.
Uh-huh.
It's disgusting.
All right, Raven's got some chips and cotton candy. Nice.
Hey.
Ooh.
Uh,
That's
of course,
a sweet treat.
Frankie with his special Sour Patch Kids. Yes.
Nice, Frankie.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey,
Those-
Rocket.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. All right. Are we ready to talk about this?
Fuck yes.
And then while we're here,
All right.
Oh my God, yes. Let's discuss this. First of all, can we say welcome back, Cody fucking Fern?
I got some issues.
Yeah.
But welcome
Oh,
back, Cody.
but I love that he got to use his natural accent.
His natural accent.
It
It was so
seemed
wonderful hearing his Aussie accent.
it
Was it
seemed
me?
fake. It
Forced.
seemed
No,
fake. It did. It
no.
seemed forced. It really
It's because
did.
you're used to hearing him not use it.
It
If you
just
listen
sounded
to his
so
Instagram,
Forced.
if you listen to his Instagram
Uh-huh.
where he's doing stuff all the time just normal,
Uh-huh.
it sounds just like him.
I forgot that he was Australian. I was like, I hate they gave Cody for an
Yeah.
Australian accent.
No, I loved it. I noticed it right off the bat.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot he was Australian. So there you go.
The good old Aussie.
Yep.
He did well. I don't think Cody's the best of actors. I really don't. I don't think he's ever been like award winning or anything. But he held his own.
Young. He's young in the business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think he's definitely made a name for himself, even if he hasn't been
of course.
spectacular. He's great.
He's
Raven-
definitely.
He's definitely a fan favorite.
Raven prefers his accent.
Wait.
I
His
said something weird.
accent, his natural or his American?
His natural or his American, Raven?
His American's really good.
It is.
It
It's
is
like Tom
really
Holland's
good.
American's really good. Tom Holland has the best American accent, and he.
Yes, he does. I have to agree with you, even though that's your movie husband.
That's my bitch.
So
man.
you're
Oh
biased.
God.
You're biased.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, I know. We know. We know.
I just said something about Keanu Reeves in the same
Thanks,
sentence.
Say hello.
Hi.
Hey, Chester.
They say hello, sexy. He's all. Welcome.
All right. So who wants to start off?
Aww.
Oh,
Bye.
that's so sweet.
Where you going? Okay.
What, you don't want to hang out for the party? What's going on? Okay.
He's busy. He cleaning.
You see how it is.
What the
Okay.
hell? Okay. All right. So who's starting off the party? Mel, go ahead.
Who's starting it out?
Rock and roll.
Okay, well, we when it first started, I got the Bigfoot vibe before the intro because again, we had a new, intro, an individual intro for the episode, which was fucking good. But I got very Skinwalker vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was.
Some Blair Witch. I got some Blair Witch toward the back half of the credits.
Debbie.
Yeah, a little bit. I did see
Debbie's
that.
all, I'm not listening to you guys all yet. I'm only 15 minutes into the episode.
Oh, did watch it.
Get it, Debbie.
We're gonna spoil the fuck out of it.
And we're going to spoil it,
Well, she
Deb.
said she's not listening.
Keep on.
But yeah, so we see these parents, go into the woods with their kid. They're going camping, and then long story short, the little boy disappears. Dad's looking for him. Mom's looking for him. Dad apparently is on a mission, gone crazy, living by himself. Wacko. That's what you're meant to think, right? And mom's
10 years
doing
later.
her own thing. 10 years later, right?
Boom.
Sorry, 10 years later. Then we see the dad, living on his own, all that shit. And then some crazy mountain man shows up. He says, "No, I'm a hunter." And he says, "I'm going to take y'all into the woods. I'm going to show you where your kid's at. Because here's a picture of your son. Here's a compass I found." And it just so happens to be the compass the little boy left with wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So they go with him.
Yep.
That's where we get into the woods on this hike. And we meet Cody Fern. And he tells them, "I wouldn't do that. Y'all crazy. Don't do it. I was here.
There's some shit out there.
There's some shit you wouldn't believe out there."
Yep.
And then they go anyway. We're told this whole time about these growers that are out in the woods and the cartel and these people who grow pot out there, the pot farmers.
The pot farmer.
And how you don't fuck with them and everything else. You don't mess with their stuff. You don't go on their territory. This is common knowledge if you watch any type of drug movie or anything like that. You don't fuck with their shit. They kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, they walk up on this cartel or this drug pot farm area. I don't want to say cartel because dude thinks cartel did it. But anyway, everybody's dead. Everybody dead. Women, children, men, women, whatever. Didn't matter. I don't think there was children. I think I'm wrong about that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Looked like a war zone.
There was definitely men and women, but I didn't
Yes.
see kids.
Yes, men and women. But everybody's dead. So we're led to believe.
Mhm.
And I just want to point out that I called everything before it happened, even though I
Me
loved
too.
that it happened.
Me too.
But you could tell by the shots. I got a
Mhm.
lot of 80s vibes, like 80s horror from this
Yep.
episode. With even right from the start with the music, with the score.
Mhm.
And we were talking about that. It was very like the orchestra. Like you would hear the partial orchestra.
And you had that one shot, the mass view of the road, and then going to the thing.
Yes.
So
And the lake.
So,
Yeah. What does that say? I feel like the first half. Wait.
Hold on. I feel like the first half was in 2011, and then 10 years later, present day.
Maybe. It's kind of one of those timeless kind of things, kind of modern time, but but I'm sure it was dated. The newspapers were probably dated. I just didn't pay attention.
Oh yeah, I didn't even. We'd have to go back and stop and pause and look.
And look.
That'd be interesting to look at, though. Yeah, to see if we can catch the year on those clippings.
Yeah, there's a lot of clippings, even in the beginning.
There was in the intro, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't credit the ones in the intro to the story. I think those are a little looser.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so then these people, they're looking for their kid. They go out with the mountain man. All the people are dead. And the guy says he's losing his fucking shit. He's doing that, that crazy laugh where you're like, oh shit, I'm losing my batshit crazy mind. And he tells them, listen, I brought y'all out here. I made a deal with these people. I was going to make a lot of fucking money. I was going to give them your cards and everything and let them kill you. And that's it. I was going to say I lost you. And that's fucked up. But then all of a sudden, one of these things that we thought was dead reaches out and eats this dude alive. And he accidentally eats the other dude. They run back to the ranger station. Good old Ranger Cody tells them, about the creatures. Y'all done fucked up. Tells them about the creatures. But I must point out, this is why I think it happened. I mean, I could be wrong. I think they would have followed him anyway because these were these feral creatures. But he tells them the whole story about these creatures. But the first thing he says to him is, I can't tell you. These are the rules. Mm-hmm. So is it government rules or is it like these ferals rules and the ferals knew he broke the rules?
But
and that's what they broke in?
I took it as government rules because the government was keeping them quarantined.
So you think either way they were coming in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, they should have used that lake more. Right. It was very creepy and it was murky. Mm-hmm. It was murky as shit.
Yep.
So
but
all
then,
hell breaks loose and
all hell breaks loose after we find out. Well, wait, let's say what they are because that's the point of the story. So he tells them the story about these creatures and how, every area, every country has its own version of it or what it's called.
Its own tribe or whatever. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Which really brought me back to like Chupacabra is what I was thinking. Like obviously Bigfoot and things like that. But the first thing that popped in my head was like the Chupacabra because there's one for it like in every country, a different name, similar type of creature.
Yeah, he said every wood.
Every wood.
No, Raven, you weren't the first. You weren't the only one.
Right.
Was I the only one that
No, and the music right at the beginning and the shots, the angles, that's what we're saying. It was so Redwood vibes. Yeah. I was going to wear my hat, and I decided not to because I washed my hair. But
I have it. I'm wearing mine.
Yes. Redwood vibes all the way. Yeah. For sure. So we find out these things, they're not really these creatures that are, eons old, like they think from like, what do you say, Viking time?
Yeah, no, they're regular.
He said, modern. No, these are feral people, mountain men who went up in the mountains and never came down. Mm-hmm. And then there's been inbreeding over time and ancestral things and, genetic mutations and all this stuff. Yep. But they go cannibal any chance that they can. So the park system was created to basically corner these things and to trap them and quarantine them, right? Yep. Keep them away from people, but then the government realized that there's billions of dollars a year in the park system, and so they don't want to lose that revenue and that money. So we find out that there's actually some type of military team that comes in when there's an incident that comes in to do population control on these feral creatures.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Mark wants to know, do y'all think these people remind you of Scathach? And yeah.
I did see Scathach a little bit. I could see that. at the end with the kid.
More Polk than Scavenge.
Polk, yeah, I know.
I called that as soon as they said the fucking pot farms. I said, please let the Polks be in this.
Yeah.
But so we find out about them. They break in. They kill good old Cody, Ranger Cody.
Ranger Cody.
Very gruesomely, might we add. Let's just say this was just.
That was very 80s. That was
Cinematic
very 80s.
gold for Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk.
Well, it's just very 80s with the intestines.
This was their forte. This was very, yes. This was what we've been waiting to see that we haven't seen enough of. We've only seen in a few episodes, really. And he was torn the fuck apart. And it gave me those Ramirez vibes again at Redwood. When they kept the killing over and over and over again. The brutal killing. That's what it reminded me of.
Yes.
And the shot, the way they showed that shot.
Okay, stop or that guy's going to go on a soapbox.
Okay. So, but then, so the two escape and the creatures are starting to follow them. They corner them. And then all of a sudden they're in the middle of these fucking field and we see this throne and there's this fucking creature on this throne. And I called it. Yeah. I did.
Well, see, I thought
it's the feral fucking wolf child.
Yeah.
Fucking, Mowgli over there sitting in his fucking throne. And he got his compass on. And I love this. I love the fucking ending. I'm sorry if you don't, but I do.
I do too.
I love that the only word the kid said when they were trying to, they said, Jacob, like we're trying to get into him. Now, this 10 years later, this kid been out in the woods with fucking cannibals. This kid ain't changed.
The only word he said.
He is not coming back and not that quick. But he remembered him a little bit and they started showing flashbacks of him as a child. And the only thing that kid fucking said was boo. And then he said something in feral language when they said, because the fucking other creature came in and said, who are these people? And he said, dinner. And I'm going to tell him this part too. No, I'm not. No. But then the blood falls on his face and he fucking licks the blood off his face.
Yeah. Takes you back to the car where she said, don't stick your finger in your mouth. Remember at the beginning, she's like,
"Yeah,
your finger."
Yeah, and that's how it ended, and I fucking loved it.
I did too.
So
now I've given the synopsis. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Just
Dawn.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Well, wait. First, I think she's on a different opinion. Let me give my opinion because I'm with Mel.
Go ahead.
Because I'm with Mel because
I'm not going out on first on the gate this time.
Well, what I loved about this one, was it was so unique, different from anything we've seen in American Horror Story. We've not seen anything that even 1984 wasn't even on this vibe. 1984 was more campy. This was very Lord of the Flies meets, kind of Blair Witch meets the urban legends of the woods and stuff like that. It was just so cool. And to have that ending be so just brutal, it was just, the things were scary. They gave me the heebie-jeebies all over the place, especially like the ones crawling on the floor. Every single one of them was unique. The makeup design was so good. They could have done characters with all of them. The big guy with the staff and the one with the one with the mask.
It reminded me of? It reminded me of The Walking Dead and the much love that they put into every single zombie on that show. How unique and different they are.
The one crawling around the floor with the mask, that's who I thought the kid was for a while. I was like, that's that boy. I was like, that's a little boy. But they brought the little boy anyway. And this is the only episode of all of them that I'd say, because all the other ones, I'm like, leave it at the end. That was brilliant, perfect. Put a cherry on it. We're done. I'd watch a whole season of this. Because this would be a great story to tell of this tribe and of what they're doing. You can go into history. It would make a really good season.
It would. I really do agree with that.
Yep.
And we could bring back the Polks or something.
Yep. Yeah, you could do all sorts. You can do it from different woods throughout America.
It could be like how the Polks got started or what happened to them evolved from them later.
You could even do something about the whole Bigfoot thing, and this is how the Bigfoot myth got started. Blah blah blah. And you go into all the. It was brilliant. It was my favorite episode of the season.
I don't know if it's my favorite yet. It was great because I am still very hooked on Drive-In.
This was I decided brilliant.
But this was fucking great.
Yep.
Go ahead. She's biting her lip. Look at her. She's biting her tongue. Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Now
Don't be scared. Do it.
Don't be scared. Now I get to be the buzzkill of the group.
Yes.
I was not impressed.
Why?
It fell flat for me. I was not impressed with the acting. I thought it was mediocre. Okay.
Mm,
Now, when it comes to the gore factor, they get props for that. Okay. But
That's why.
I kind of wanted more out of the story than what they
Beyonce said the kids' broke ass teeth were epic.
I wanted more out of the story than what they gave us.
That's what I'm saying. We made a good season.
Yeah.
To
And
elaborate on.
you know what? I agree. Yeah, I would have liked more story, but at the same time, thinking of it as this anthology series, I liked how much they gave me.
This was a great camp story, like a little camp story that
That's
kept it
what I
simple.
thought. Like if we were to picture this as like sitting around a campfire telling ghost stories.
Yeah.
This would have been perfect.
But I agree. I would love to have had more. I absolutely agree.
But I can honestly say this was not one of my favorites.
Oh, me.
What did you think about it cinematically, like the shots and everything?
As far as the location goes, the location was really good. Okay, they got the gore factor down, so I give them props for that part. But as far as like the actual people, with the exception, there's my cat. With the exception of Cody, of course. I was not impressed with the other actors. They just kind of they fell flat for me.
They were very TV.
Yeah.
But I thought the wife was really good, and I thought the little camp director, or not camp director, the little hunter guy was okay too. But they were simple characters, is what it was. Is they were written very simple.
As you guys can see, my cat's going to be part of the stream
today.
Yeah. Well, let's see. S. Mark says, and there was a tear apart scene, the tear apart, and it says every AHS season has a tear apart scene, and that is true. That's very true. There's always some type of let's rip them all apart type of scene.
Yep.
It was.
But no, honestly, this was not one of my favorites. I was expecting more, honestly.
See, I didn't know what to expect. I'd only seen the preview with Cody Fern, just doing on the deck, looking out the binoculars. That's all I knew of it. I didn't read anything about it. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the credits go, I was like, oh, it's a Bigfoot story. I was like, oh, we're gonna have Bigfoot. I was like, okay, here's the urban legend. We're gonna go into Bigfoot. And I was surprised. I was like, woo. See, and I don't like that. Those bodies running in the dark and in the woods and one up on the ceiling and crawling. That creeps me the fuck out. So this is really just heebie-jeebies all over the place from it.
Kind of reminds me of the Chens.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime you have them distorted and running around, this God, it
still freaks me out. Those are the creepiest characters in all of AHS to me.
But they were so well done. They were the uniqueness of all of them.
Well, they were done by contortionists.
Yeah,
you could tell every one of them had a personality. It was a lot of love put into that.
Yeah. Oh, we have White Bear Productions in the house now.
What up, hey?
Woohoo!
What up, White Bear?
What up?
What up?
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, so they want to know.
So that's
White Bear wants to know if we have any theories on the final episode of Stories.
Who cares?
Who cares?
I don't want to go there.
No Murder House, please, God, no.
Next week is the final episode of season 1 of Stories. It's only 7 episodes.
Yeah.
And we're getting Murder House. We already know this is supposed to be Murder House coming back in. They said we're going to see familiar ghosts. If they're going to do anything, I'd like them to just tell the story of that little girl that all of a sudden fucking popped up in Apocalypse, and we have a new child all of a sudden.
Rose.
Nice.
Other than that, they could blow up the Murder House for all I care. Burn it to the ground. Oh God, enough.
Yeah, can we just be done with the Murder House already, please?
Ugh. Every single episode of this season was brilliant, except for that second episode, and I have a feeling this last episode. It's like overkill.
So far, I can tell you right now. So far, my favorite episodes are episode 3 and episode 5, which is Drive-In.
I was like, huh? I'm counting my head.
Drive-In and Ball were my favorite ones.
Yeah, I really like Billy. Billy's performance was amazing.
Yes, it was.
I'd have to say so far it's this one and Bro House.
Oh God,
Bro House did its job.
Not the naughty list.
No, God.
Bro House did its job.
Bro House makes me nauseous.
That guy's like, it hit the spot for me.
Well, no, it was just it was so
Bro
well
House-
acted. It was so well
Bro
done.
House made me just nauseated.
And
all
that's
the way
what they were supposed to do. It was supposed to do that. That means they did their job.
Yeah, that was the point, kind
That
of.
was the whole point.
Yep. All right, so
So
Mel
what would
gave
you
us-
guys rate this? 1 out of 10.
This is a 10. No, it's like a 9. There's things I would fix, but it was good.
I'm giving it a 5.
Boo, boo, get off the show.
I'm
Just
allowed
kidding.
to have my opinion.
Of course you are.
Ooh, harsh. All right.
She's a harsh critic in the house.
I'm
Time.
gonna go with the 9.5 because I really
Hey.
fucking enjoyed
God,
this
you guys are
episode.
being generous. I'm
But
sorry.
there was so
I'm
many
never generous.
things,
I'm
so many
usually the one that
things,
spoils
even
the
if you
party.
didn't, even if it wasn't the storyline, and even if it wasn't the acting, so many other things like production wise and behind the scenes type of things that fucking made this just amazing for me.
Yeah.
I expected more.
Visually, it was great.
What were you expecting? Did you know about the episode? Did you know
No,
what
I
we were
didn't.
getting into?
It from beginning to end, it just kind of fell flat for me.
See, that's how the second episode was for. I tell you, I don't even remember the second episode. I tuned that mess out. I was just like, okay, whatever. I don't, and so I understand that about just not catching you.
It just fell flat. I found it. It was almost like, for me, it was almost like a chore to watch. I'm like, it's not supposed to be a chore for me to watch it.
Correct.
I want to be able to enjoy it, and this one I did not enjoy.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh.
I did enjoy the gore factor though, so I give
Yeah,
them
Crazy.
that. But
These
other than
crazy
that,
motherfucking backwoods zombies. Oh god.
Well, let's see. Blake gave it an 8.
BRT gave it a 9.4 out of 10.
Julian didn't like it.
Julian
He
didn't
said,
like it.
"Oh fuck no."
Thank you.
But it wasn't because of the story. It was because it was grossed him out. Creased him out.
Okay. Raven gave it an 8.8. Who else? Blaze gave it an 8.
Me and B in the boards. Yes.
Afro gave it a 9.
Hey, Alfie.
Let's see who else we got here.
That's Mark.
Want to chime in?
Who?
That's Mark. 8.5.
Yep. 8.5.
Right. See, people are loving this season.
I
Hey guys, I got a big thing
Frankie
for you.
gave it a 7.
This season has been so good. Why? Do we hear?
Oh God!
Vindication?
Say it.
Originality. It's original. Has nothing to do with the rest of it.
That and there's no connections.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
God, enough
I
of the
wanted
damn
to say it
connections.
before you did.
You love that. No connection.
Nothing.
Yeah, I wanted to say it before he did because I knew he was going to say it.
We have almost a true anthology series.
Although,
Leave it alone.
The wife's name was Addie.
Yeah, but that's just.
And what is
who
with
cares?
Ryan doing
Why-
this with names this
That's
time?
what I said because he's never been known to do that.
I don't even pay attention to that mess. I said that chick. That chick was running around in the woods.
Wow, Frankie, you gave it a 7.
Ooh.
I guess I'm a really harsh critic this time.
Yeah, you are.
Them's fighting words.
It was fighting hard. No, I can. It's when you're dealing with horror and stuff like this, or just so an original story. It's like either the story grabs you or doesn't, or it grosses you out, or it scares you, whatever.
No, this one
This
just
is
didn't
one of
grab.
those love it or hate it.
Because trust me, there's most horror nowadays I can't stand. It's
Oh, I
just stupid. It's just dumb. It's so.
I know it's stupid.
Or
It's hit and
straight
miss.
torture porn just for the effect.
I mean,
for
that's
for
what
the
Julia said when we finished watching it. Julia was like, "That was kind of stupid." So
All right,
I can get it.
Raven said it was a little too predictable.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was totally predictable. That was so 80s.
So
That was so the genre.
Yeah.
I think it was very done on purpose to be predictable
Yeah.
like that. Those shots were set up to tell you right away.
Even the music was very Camp Crystal Lake when they were first setting up their tent.
Yeah, it was supposed to be that way.
It was very Friday the 13th.
Yep.
And then we
As-
see the guy off in the distance just staring at him. in the
disagrees
woods.
with you. S.
Huh?
Mark disagrees with you because
Oh.
we got Murder House.
We got what?
Because we got Murder House.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it was almost a perfect anthology series, but the Murder House episodes spoiled that. But with
Then the final
what we
episode,
had when you drop those bookends of this episode, this is a perfect anthology series. This is what was promised.
yeah.
Blaze has a question. Blaze, what is your question?
Ask it now.
Ask it now.
I take gift cards, credit cards.
Yes,
Text me later for your
take
address.
your donation.
What is your question?
I will put out.
Please? Let's see.
Let's see. White Bear thinks they're kind of tired of the lore connections.
Thank you.
Yeah,
kind of.
thank
We're
you.
done. We're done. Debbie's like, oh, there goes Mike again.
I want to know more what happened with the kid. I agree.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. It would have made a really good series
I agree.
to follow that whole story.
There wasn't enough in there. There was.
But I don't think
enough
there's supposed to
in
be.
this
It's a campfire story. It's an urban legend.
That's
you
why
know.
I couldn't connect with it. There just wasn't enough.
I mean, I thought this urban legend, this campfire story was better than last week because last week kind of got real stupid there at the end. It got really crazy, with all the twists and everything.
I kind of liked coming up with your own thoughts in your head too, like trying to figure out what it was.
Stories are supposed to do.
Maybe this happened or that happened.
Yeah,
no, I'm not saying I wanted to be spoon fed or anything. I just.
But there's a lot of potential for more. A lot
I
more.
just wanted more info too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Yeah, this has the potential for really good stuff.
Well, yeah, and I agree with S. Marks. Why was the kid so special?
Because he was a baby when they took him.
They took him on for a reason. There's nothing you can speculate and think about on your own. They may not have even thought of it, but
why did he get to be the king though? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
You never know.
The king of the feral jungle people.
Fucking Mowgli sitting there.
Yeah, so far for me, with what we've seen so far, I've only really liked 2 episodes out of the 6 that we've seen.
Really? I liked all of them.
He did get a bone thrown. That he did.
What?
A bone thrown.
Well, whose bone? What are we talking
about?
The kid.
I'm lost. Carry on. No. What the fuck is going on?
He's like, it's like a sadistic, sick Jungle Book. Yep.
Yeah.
Mel, really fucking Mowgli sitting there.
Fucking Mowgli type of shit.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like. With his jacked up teeth. Oh, God, it's funny.
I liked his crown.
I think this one had the most satisfying ending of all of them for me. I think.
Well, yeah, the ending was good. I have to admit, because Yeah,
because I thought the ending of the Billy Lord episode was kind of was wasted on the twist. The ending of the drive-in one was very natural born killers or Tarantino, which I'm like,
no, that was Tarantino.
My God, I can't stand Tarantino. So that lost me. And then what was the other one? Oh, Bro House. Bro House is just a slaughter kind of thing.
No.
Bro House was like Silent Night, Deadly Night, like meets Fraternity all in one.
Yeah,
great.
This one, this little twist with the one word dinner was brilliant. And
that's what I'm saying. The only word of English this kid said was boo.
Yeah, and then that splash on the side of his face. I was like, what the fuck? It's good. Yep. Good shit. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit.
I'm hoping that we're gonna get something good in the finale. I really, really want something good in the finale.
I'm going in with a real bad attitude, y'all. And we'll see what it does.
I've had mixed emotions all season with this one.
But I'll tell you, see, this pisses me off. They keep doing this mess and keep going back to these connections and shit. Episode 1 of the pilot started. The pilot started right after the show.
Debbie said, "I have no idea why his teeth were fucked up."
I know, jacked up Mowgli. No, but see, this is weird for me because the pilot started. Season 1, episode 1 of AHS started right after this episode. We had it playing because we were doing my hair, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is the pilot!" And just listening to it, I was like, I got like all excited again. So the originality of each of the seasons were great. Only stop bringing it back. Let us go back and watch the pilot again. Let's go watch the first season again. Not this, return to Murder House bullshit.
So would you be as mad if it was a return to Asylum?
Huh?
That was
Would
my
you be as
favorite.
mad if it was like a return to asylum
Yes.
or coven or?
Yes. I'd be mad at
Yeah.
any of it. Leave it alone. If I want to go watch, because look at Apocalypse. Apocalypse was trash, utter trash. And it was like, oh, let's bring the witches back. Everybody loves the witches.
But
Oh
it was
yeah.
fun
Trash
trash. It
TV.
was
No, it was
fun
not fun.
trash.
It was trash. It was
Apocalypse was
bad.
a
It was
nightmare.
really bad TV. It was trash. It was the first
Oh,
time I ever
that's
watched an episode.
sorry.
Episode 7 of Apocalypse. I went out. I left the episode mad. I was just like,
Why
fuck this
couldn't
show. No, this
Yes,
is
I
trash. This is
remember.
garbage TV.
I
with
remember. We discussed it very lengthy.
Apocalypse, why couldn't we stay in the freaking bunker, dude?
They should have never written Apocalypse.
Or
They
if we
should have
would have
never
stayed with
existed.
the boys' school or something, they could have done so many
They should have
different
never
things.
done it. They should have
It
never
was
done any of it.
fed up and too much information too quickly.
It was garbage. It was complete garbage.
But anyway, we digress.
His teeth were broken from eating people. He broke them from femurs and goodies like that.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is so true, B. There
That
you go.
it is.
That's where she
God, I'm
goes.
always gonna remember now. Fucking Mowgli. Mowgli sitting in the chair.
Yes, Debbie. She said they made me think the kid was a baby Cody Fern. Me fucking too. That's what I thought.
I
at
said
first.
that. But I was like, no, he's too old. Cody Fern's too old.
Right. Yeah. Once I did the math, when they said 10 years later, I was like, no, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I have to admit, though, I'm not used to hearing Cody talk in his
It weirded me out.
threw me off.
I think it was so cute.
I'm
not saying it wasn't cute. It just threw me off. I was like,
why did they give Cody a really bad Australian accent?
That's his actual accent.
It was horrible.
He can't talk in his own accent. What's
Right?
going on?
That was funny.
No.
And he really took a back seat
did.
to it. He got top billing, but he wasn't in it but a third of the episode. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well we got one more after this mess. After fucking Mowgli, we got one more. And,
Fucking Mowgli.
that's what you should put to the thumbnail.
Mowgli.
HS presents fucking Mowgli.
Well, with that, I guess that is my cue to say we love you. We love you for being here. We will see you guys in the next one. Remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to someone else. Because
Do not spay your pets, please. Don't chop their balls. Don't chop their balls off. It's mean. Just don't
All
let
right,
them eat.
guys.
Don't do it.
Good night. We will see you next week.
Dunk shit.